thing going. So once again, we want to thank all you guys for tuning in right to Ray's Corner Live. We're going to get out your way. We're going to put this video up. We're going to be stopping and flowing. You need to get your notepads, get a notebook, write pencil and paper, start writing some stuff down. We got a Q&A thing. If you have some questions, put some questions in the box. Most importantly, what you can do is share this, hit your notifications, because we get ready to see changing a mindset. We're going to get ready to talk with Wealth Choices with Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, coming to you live all the way from here in Ray's Corner. Give me a second. Let me transition this thing right now. Sorry. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My bad. Can't do that. All right, here we go.
When I got my PhD degree from Northwestern University, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I certainly knew what I didn't want to do. Many of my classmates couldn't wait to go to Wall Street. They wanted to make a killing in the stock market. I'm not knocking that. I didn't want to go into corporate America, nor did I want to teach. All I wanted to do, I wanted to find the answers to two questions. Question number one, why does one individual succeed while another fails? And question number two, why is one individual rich and wealthy while another is impoverished? So I carved out a list of 50 individuals, black men and women, who not only carved their name on the tablet of success, they climbed the back stairs to success. They didn't know me, but I certainly knew them, and I was going to interview them, trying to ascertain the answers to those questions. Well, lo and behold, that list of 50 grew from 50 to 100, from 100 to 150. I quit counting at 150 interviews. Based upon my research, Success Magazine asked me to write an article, and I complied. That particular article found the desk of W. Clement Stone. I just flew back from New York. I had interviewed Earl Grace, publisher of Black Enterprise magazine. And when I got to my Atlanta home, there was a message on my answer machine. It was from W. Clement Stone. He said, "Young man, we heard about you. When can you come to Chicago? I would like to meet you." Well, 2 weeks later, me and my wife, we fly to Chicago, and we went to W. Clement Stone's office. There in his palatial office, Mr. Stone, seated behind a mahogany desk, smoking one of his Havana cigars with a bright flowered polka dot bow tie on. And he said to me, he said, "Young man, you're not the first person to go around this country interviewing successful African Americans." And I said, "I'm not?" And he says, "No." He says, "You know, Napoleon Hill was doing this at the time of his death."
I used to hate to speak in public. You know the feeling. Nothing is worse.
His death. I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "More than serious." He reached across his credenza, pulled out the last 100 written pages of Napoleon Hill, and dropped it in my lap. At the time of his death, Napoleon Hill was attempting to
Just want to let you know this is a YouTube recording, so sometimes commercial jumping in, but just disregard that. We'll get commercial free shortly. Thank you very much.
Of his all-time classic, Think and Grow Rich. He got 100 pages into the manuscript before dying of a stroke. He was 87 years old. And W. Clement Stone held on to those 100 pages for 16 years until November 3rd, 1986, when I walked into his office. And I'm here to tell you that over a 7-year period, I like to tell people that I discovered the DNA to black wealth. Wealth is not a function of circumstance. It is not a function of condition. It is not a function of race, of gender, who your parents are, which side of the tracks you were born, how the cards were dealt. But wealth is a function of choice, and it is a function of discipline, and it is a function of decision, and it is a function of innovation, faith, and creativity. Those men.
So you got to understand, wealth is a choice. It's something that we choose to do. It's decisions that we have to make. It has nothing to do with gender. It has nothing to do with race. It has to do with this discipline, decision, innovation, and faith. That's what it has to deal with. Let's keep going.
And women who have won most in life have relied mostly on themselves. The men and women who are crazy enough to believe and think they can change the world usually do. So this is a story that must be told. This is a story of black men and women. So
listen, remember I talked about economical development? Economical development is that mindset that we have to change. It's that choice, it's the decisions that we make, it's the innovation, it's a faith, it's what we believe in, that we can change the world, that we can change our environment, that we can change circumstances. We have to first start here to start creating that. I think a lot of times we're teaching stuff, but we're not teaching from the beginning where it all starts. It starts from an idea. How do we evaluate that idea? The idea is what's going to solve a problem in someone's life that people are willing to pay you for. So we're going to talk about some things. Dr. Kimberly's going to talk about things. Basically, if we got to get changing our mindset first, we got to start economical development. Economical development is a mindset that we need to change. So let's keep going.
Women who went from poverty, and in some cases below poverty, to reach their financial goals and objectives, and no one placed a microphone or a ball in their hand to do it. The first law of wealth is knowledge. Prosperity and wealth begins in the mind.
So let's write that down. Let's write that down. The first one is knowledge. Wealth begins in the mind, but ends in the purse. So remember, the first step is knowledge. Wealth begins in the mind. Economical development. This is what we got to get into our psyche. This is what we got to get into our spirit. This is what we got to get into our mindset. That we don't start with economical power. We start with economical development. We're talking about wealth begins in the mind. That's where we need to start this thing from. That's where we need to start this thing from. So let's keep going.
But ends in the purse. We live and have our being in a capitalist economy, and capitalism is not a dirty word. Capitalism is predicated upon the following fact. If you want to earn more, I suggest that you learn more. What I found in the book.
So if you want to earn more, we need to learn more. We have to be, as the Bible says, we need to be like Bereans. We need to be Bereans. We need to study more to earn more. The people just can't tell us things. We need to go study, get a revelation, get illumination for ourselves. Okay? Let's keep going.
That the average black millionaire reads 3 to 4 books a month. The average black millionaire only watches 4 hours of TV a night. That equates to 28 hours of TV.
So yes, I'm going to keep jumping in and out. Listen to that. So I know people are saying, well, I work 40 hours a week. I won't be able to read 3 to 4 books a month, but you're able to read a book a month. You're able to read a newspaper. You're able to read magazines that's pertaining to economical growth, economical development. You're able to do those particular things. You can't read 3 to 4 books a month, but you're constantly reading 3 or 4 newspapers because you're not watching TV as much. Now you're reading more. You're getting more knowledge. Whatever. Listen, if those of you who wants to start a business out there who are already business owners, okay, you have to start with economic development, developing your mind with the niche or with the business that you are developing. That means everything that you should be bringing into you, right, should be pertaining to and increasing value in yourself that will create value in your idea, in the idea that causes you to want to become an entrepreneur. That idea, you evaluate that idea with the things that it needs. You understand that that idea solves a problem that people want to pay you for. So you have to start, giving yourself knowledge, reading things pertaining to, right? Because you evaluated your idea, you're now reading things that's pertaining to the idea, which is your business, that you are now trying to bring into fruition. Let's keep going.
When the average African American watches more than 75 hours of TV a week. I had a great interview with Antonio L.A. Reid of X Factor, and he shared with me that at one point in life, when he was the president of the Face Records, he took 8 to 10 weeks out of his busy schedule to take a management executive course at Harvard. And I said to him, Antonio, what would compel you to do that? You and Babyface probably made more money over your lifetime with the Face Records than you can spend in 10 different lifetimes. Why would you take an executive course at Harvard? He said, well, number one, the bottom line, the record business is a business. But I learned a long time ago that the moment that you cease to grow, that you dedicate yourself to lifelong learning, you begin to die.
For those of you who were on our seminar last night, our webinar last night, let's remember, you talk about growth. Watch this. If I am reaching goals and achieving success, why should I take care of developing myself as a leader? Because some of y'all are doing some great things. You're achieving your goals. You're getting everything in place. You got the business flowing, and you're just flowing, right? So why do you need to grow? Because if you don't grow, your business won't grow. Because if you don't grow, you won't be able to scale up your business, right? What are some of the requirements? What is a plan of growth? Okay, 1, set aside time to grow. Write this down, or somebody put that in, right? Somebody type that in. Set aside time to grow. That's number 1. 2, determine your areas of growth. If somebody could type that in, Les, can you type that in for me? Determine your areas of growth. Number 3, find resources in your areas of growth. Find resources in your area of growth. And number 4, apply what you learn daily. What you're reading, what you're getting the knowledge from, what you're getting the information from. It's not, this is the age of information, but information without application is just information. So the information that you're getting, this information that you're receiving today, guess what? You take this and start practicing it on what? A daily basis so that you may grow. So, okay, let's keep going.
If you don't take in the information, if you don't read the books, if you don't study, and if you don't grow, somewhere out in the universe, somebody else will. And the moment that you meet that other person.
So my brother Les said I was going too fast, so let me just slow down for 1 second. Okay, when you talk about requirements for growth, set aside time to grow. Number 2, determine your areas of growth. Determine your areas of growth. 3, find resources in your areas of growth, right? And 4, apply what you learn daily. Apply what you learn daily.
You've got to make a conscious choice that poverty will have no place in your life. As Steve Harvey told me when I had a chance to sit down and chat with him, you've got to make life choices before life makes those choices for you. I had a great interview with a gentleman by the name of Victor McFarland. Victor McFarland is the founder of McFarland Partners, a real estate developer out in the Bay Area in San Francisco. And here is a gentleman who was well on his way to joining the ranks of billionaireship. And he was born and raised in a blue-collar working-class town in Ohio to a single parent. And he told me that the first 12 years of his life, he lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, and his mother had a couch in the foyer area of that apartment. And for the first 12 years of his life, that couch substituted as the bed that Victor and his sister slept on. And when he shared that anecdote with me, I became somewhat sympathetic and empathetic, and he cut me off at the knees during the interview. And he said, Doc, no sympathy for me. As a matter of fact, those were probably the best 12 years of my life. I said, what do you mean? He said, it was during the 12-year period that I made a conscious decision that poverty would have no place in my life.
See, listen, excuses have got to go out of the window. We have to, listen, can't talk about you're too busy, can't talk about you got all this stuff going on. But listen, 80% of the things that you do add no value to your life, to your business, to anything. 20% of the things you do add value to your life, add value to your business. We have to start concentrating on that 20% that add value. Half the stuff that we're doing is not adding value. If we make a decision that we're not going to be poor, we make a decision that we're not going to live in poverty, then when you make that decision, right, then you have to act on that decision. It's almost like the three frogs that was on the pond, right? All three of them was on different paths, right? And one of them made a decision to jump. How many was left? You know, well, it's still three because he only made a decision. He didn't do nothing. He didn't actually jump. So you got to actually do something when you make this decision that says that you no longer want to be in poverty, that says you no longer want to be broke, that says you no longer want to sleep on the couch. You have to make a decision. You can't keep using excuses that I'm too busy here, I'm too busy there. Well, are the things that you're too busy at doing, is that adding value to your wealth? Is that adding value to your business? Is that adding value to your life? These are the questions that you have to ask. Let's keep going.
You've got to make these life choices. At the counter of success, there are no bargains. You've got to pay the price, and you've got to pay it in full. The average individual is bombarded with 50 million different choices day in and day out. And the majority of those choices we don't have to address, we can avoid.
So all these choices that we have, I know you got to choose this, you got to choose this. Plus, a lot of these choices we don't even need to deal with because what it adds no value to what we're doing, to what we're trying to accomplish for that day. No value for what we're trying to accomplish for that moment. We really have to listen. That's why it all starts out in the beginning. I'm going to put this workshop up again, and I hope you guys actually tune in this time and be a part of it. Evaluating your idea. You have to be able to evaluate your idea, knowing that this idea that you have, that you're going to create some type of business or whatever you're going to do, that look, there's actually a reason for it. Because you come up with some great ideas, but if it serves no purpose, if it solves no problem, or if it solves a problem that nobody deals with, then you're spinning your wheels. Remember, we're talking about economical development right now. We're not talking about economical empowerment. Economical development is changing your mindset, Number one was knowledge. Number two, you got to make decisions. Let's keep going.
But there are two choices that you must look and confront as soon as you wake up in the morning. Number one, you can accept the circumstances as they are, or number two, you can take the responsibility to change them. Make life choices before life makes those choices. Third law of wealth, you got to believe in yourself when no one else.
Okay, the third law of wealth. Write this down. Type this in for me, somebody. The third law of wealth. The first one was knowledge. The second one was decision. The third one is believe. You have to believe in thyself when no one else will. You have to, but no matter what the naysayers say, no matter none of those things, right? We're talking about building wealth. We're talking about changing the mind. In order to start creating this wealth, in order to start building this wealth, we're talking about a mindset. We're talking about a mindset. Knowledge, decision, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Let's keep going.
Here is the one quality, here is the one value that has created more black millionaires than any other attribute. You see, it was faith that will allow Kathy Hughes to endure more than 60 rejections trying to find financing for her first radio station. You see, it was faith that would allow Bob Johnson, no matter where he was with his struggling.
My name is Sam Ovens, and I help people start and grow seven-figure coaching and consulting businesses.
BET station. He would get on a plane, fly back to Chicago, get a rent-a-car, drive to the home of McDonald's and sit in the lobby of McDonald's headquarters, hoping to find anybody in the marketing department so he could pitch
See, this what you got to understand about entrepreneurship, and you missed it. We had a class on entrepreneurship last night. I wish you got. I need you guys to put in notifications so we can get this stuff out to you, because these are some very powerful webinars that we're doing here at Exodus Health Incubation Program. But an entrepreneur, right? Listen how dedicated. An entrepreneur will work 80 hours a week so they don't have to work 40. Wow. When you believe in yourself, when you believe in that idea, when you believe in your vision, right? When you have that passion, right? And don't let passion override you to make emotional decisions. And we're going to teach about that, how to make decisions when you're in an emotional state. We'll talk about that at a later date. We have a webinar on that. But listen, believe in yourself, right? Press through, press through. All right, let's keep going.
He was trying to find a major sponsor. And it was faith that allowed Damon John to get his struggling FUBU apparel line off the ground. And I said to Damon, what was the defining moment in your life? And he said to me, when I had to burn the furniture. I said, what do you mean burn the furniture? He said, when I finally got financing for my apparel line, I went out and I hired a bunch of seamstresses. And they showed up at my mother's house with all their equipment, and I had no place to store their sewing machines. I said, what did you do? He said, I took all my mother's furniture out of the house to the backyard, and I set it on fire. The wealthy make money, while the rest of us make excuses.
Wow. Wow. Isn't this what we were just talking about? The wealthy make money, while the rest of us makes excuses. Wealthy make money, not excuses. Make money, not excuses. Type that in. Make money, not excuses. And remember, you're making money to create wealth. You're not making money to get rich. Rich people get broke. If you look at a lot of athletes and singers and entertainers, they get rich, and a lot of them get broke because they didn't build wealth. And this is because they didn't have what you're getting right now, the economical development of your mindset. You know, you had people already millionaires taking economic classes because they need to you need to have a better understanding of economics. Developing the mind, knowledge. This is what we got to get. Knowledge allows you to make decisions. It allows you to believe in yourself. Let's keep going.
If you knew who walks beside you on this journey called life, you would never doubt or fear again. And then last but not least, there I am with Tyler Perry. And I asked him, I said, Tyler, how did you go from poverty in some circumstances, below poverty, to build one of the most profitable, I guess, production companies in Hollywood, $145 million? And his simple reply was, nothing but the grace of God. Believe in yourself when no one else. Fourth law of wealth, to thy own self be true. What is the great?
Fourth law of wealth, be true. To thy own self be true. Be true to yourself. Understand who you are. Know who you are. Know your limitations. Know the things that you can do. Believe in yourself. Be true to yourself. Type that in for me. Number 4, be true to thyself. Let's keep going.
Greatest resource in the world. The greatest resource in the world is the passionate, committed mind. What have you been sent here to do? Do you know your area of excellence? What is your life's purpose? And these black millionaires, they know specifically what they are attempting to do and what they will do. They know their life's purpose. They know their area of excellence. And if you're going to identify your area of excellence, you've got to ask yourself 3 critical questions. Question number 1, what do I love to do? What do I have a passion?
My name is Sam Ovens, and I help people start and grow 7-figure coaching and consulting businesses.
I have a passion for? What can I throw my whole heart and soul into? Question number 2, what would I do for free? If no one ever paid me a dime, if no one ever gave me a financial reward for my efforts, what would I do for free? Because when you're doing what you love to do, and you would do it for free, your work is your play. And if your work is your play, you'll never work a day in your life. And question number 3, if you can't answer the 2 questions, go to those people who you respect and admire and ask, what do you see me as? What do you think I would be good at doing? The average individual in our society gets 4 ideas a year, any one of which, if they had the guts, the courage, the fortitude to chase their dreams, will make them financially.
Wow. 4 ideas a year. If you just take one of those ideas, evaluate that idea. Man, listen, evaluate that idea and listen, you can become wealthy. You can become wealthy. Let's keep going.
Call from
Independent. What is the music that is beating in your heart? What is your life's purpose? If you didn't show up at this particular hour, this particular moment in time, what would the world miss? A career is what you pay for, but a calling is what you're made for. Fifth law of wealth, how many?
Okay, we're going to stop there. We're going to stop there because I only like to do about 30 minutes. We'll probably do a part 2 tomorrow, later on tonight. But listen, this is some powerful, powerful stuff. Listen, here at Exodus House Incubation Program, Exodus House Raise Corner Live, and we have Exodus House Incubation Program. These are the things that we're teaching, the workshops, the webinars, the ability to have instant resources around you, IT people, accounting people, administrative people, all these things to help grow your business. Up to start your business, to get it growing, to grow, and then to grow you mentally, preparing you as an owner. When you talk about starting your own business, you talk about the 4 S's: structure, strategy, system, and sales. Structure, strategy, system, and sales. Those are the foundations of your business. We need to start getting our mindset changed. We have to start changing our mindset, right? So that we can create economical power to create economical opportunity. You can no longer keep having these mom and pop organizations. You can no longer keep chasing money, right? You have to stop chasing money. We have to start creating wealth. Here at Exodus House Incubation Program, this is exactly what we would like you guys to do. This is something that we want you guys to be a part of, okay? We want you guys to be a part of it, okay? So you start talking about things that you want to do, things that you want to go, places that you want to go to. We're not here promoting Exodus House right now, but we want to let you know that there is a place for you, right? If you start in your business, you're thinking about starting your business, you already have a business in play, that we are here for you. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to Raise Corner Live. And guess what? Like we always say when we're here, right? We always say this, right? Jesus loves you, and I love you, and guess what? It ain't nothing you can do about it. Amen. Ooh-wee. See you guys later. Peace out.